And welcome to episode 34?
Yeah.
Maybe?
This was established already. It is indeed 34.
Lost count?
34.
Yeah. Why would you expect us to remember numbers?
Who knows?
Because I literally don't even know
What
how
are
old I am. How am I supposed to know what episode this is?
Josh, it is actually 34.
I am?
It is your episode.
This is your golden
Ooh.
episode.
Your golden episode.
TPK. TPK.
Oh, no.
What? Anyway,
Episode.
guys, we put these episodes out every Friday on YouTube. So, if you'd like to see these beautiful faces and me, you can come and check us out every Friday on YouTube at Campaigns of the Plains. We also post about said episodes over on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I think we have a TikTok. Maybe.
Yeah, the last post was on Travis's birthday.
Oh.
Oh, okay. But you can find those things like right in this general area if you follow those. If you can't seem to get enough of us on YouTube,
Side I'm on.
Travis, tell where else they can find us.
Well, shit, Josh. I can't speak because I've been drinking gin.
We should rehearse these.
Ooh,
Well,
This
shit,
is live
Josh.
taped before his
They can
live
find
studio
us
audience.
on their favorite podcast platform, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and all the randos that are out there on the sidelines. We've got listeners all over the world, literally, Germany, Great Britain, Brazil, and they just keep on coming in. So, catch us every Wednesday. If you couldn't catch us on YouTube, we are ready to provide you with some audio goodness. To you, Josh.
Oh, thanks, Travis. Who would like to try to decipher Alysia's notes from the last time?
Oh, wait.
Wait,
Oh?
I have an announcement. It's not
Oh.
an announcement. I made something. I didn't make something. I'm sorry. I found Dirk, and he was in my trash, and he was eating all my chicky.
Whoa.
So I brought him back to where he belongs. So here you go. You can have your Dirk back. But really though, I crocheted this. I make things on the crochet. You can look me up on the internet. I got all the platforms that Josh was talking about before, but I am active on them. Except for sometimes I don't post on Instagram for 3 weeks.
By the way, her handle is Co-op Creations SD.
Yeah, our production manager will link it in the comments. Maybe, I don't know.
He will forget.
It's cool. Just like go to our Campaigns of the Plains Instagram and like search friends or followers. I'm in there.
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Or you can just go to Etsy, Co-op Creations SD,
Yeah.
and find
Or you
really
can just
cool...
like Google my name.
I'm just right here.
Just right, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how magic or technology works.
Like my
This
name
is not
is in the
until,
description.
August sometime. I don't.
It'll still be up in August. My name is in the description, so just like Control C and then like go to Google and then Control V and then I'll show up. Probably.
That's how you summon her. It's just like
It's
Yup.
the demon.
Yeah, I'm a demon. That's how you summon me. Anyway, who wants to read my notes? Things happened. I got a jar of dirt.
Alright, give it here.
Okay. Here you go. Good luck. Have fun. There's a lot of notes.
Who knows what happened?
Boy. Quack the book said quack. Nope.
It's Quake!
Oh, yes, you're right. That is a C, not an A, by the way. It's not closed.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
And don't close my vowels. You should never close your vowels.
The matron's lev?
No!
Love. Matron's love.
Love.
Love. Okay. It's an E because you... Yeah.
She doesn't close her vowels.
She doesn't close the
I don't
vowels.
close my vowels.
One of the
That's the
12
episode. I don't close my vowels.
things she detests: undead, corruption, etc. Got that one.
Yeah.
Tower built by... Oh boy.
Which?
No, that's not a W. Draining the life from the land around it.
Yeah. I took real notes.
And the matron said, hell nah. and reverse the
Tower. Maybe.
no, but there's like an M word in front of trapped.
Magic tower.
Magic trapped the witch in the tower.
Yep.
Okay. Witch used dank void magic to
I really enjoyed that.
I don't even I remember writing this down.
build the tower. Matron trapped some of the void magic in the tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a really bad haiku.
Oh, I know.
It's all one really bad IQ.
5 hours wisdom book.
I'm reading the wisdom book. I'm keeping
You're
track of my
5 hours
time.
in.
5 hours in.
Still can't summon Titan, even though it says summer. Summer Titan.
Yeah.
Sounds like a nice
Maybe,
shandy.
maybe in fall.
Yeah.
Maybe in fall, sometime.
Yeah.
Din gets a letter.
Jesus got a letter.
Just got a letter.
Broken connection means beast can stay and calm can leave, possibly, in parentheses. Din needs to find out who can break this magic, bring the letter's sender the person's teeth. Did happen.
I don't know what that means. I was there and I don't know what that means.
Asher does the crafty craft.
Oh, I know what that means.
No
He
one
also has an Etsy shop.
no one can enter. This probably says door, but it looks like you spelled pub.
Could
Wow. Yeah. Maybe he's in a pub.
Maybe it's about
Those
Maybe.
are very different.
Uh,
Yeah, one's a 4-letter. One's a 3. One has a B. One doesn't.
Dusty got possessed by Milos's LoJack.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I remember someone saying LoJack.
Yeah.
Milos got low-jacked. It was me.
Return home, reclaim the... Oh, you spelled Allegan terribly. This looked like alligator.
I did my best.
Allegan?
Allegan, yeah. Allegan throne.
That's a lot of extra letters.
Remember Allegan birthright. Even though, like I said, again, it looks like alligator.
Them alligator birthrights.
Alligator
We're going
birthright.
to the south. Gonna go to Louisiana.
We're gonna do one of those accents.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Eiler whispers that Ellie needs to stay safe and he doesn't want to lose another child.
Yeah, he's my daddy now.
Mhm.
My, what's it called? When they're your pretend daddy?
Adoptive?
Sugar daddy?
No,
Oh.
adoptive's closer. What's it when you get baptized and they're like, these are also your
Godfather?
parents? Yeah.
Chocobo wrangling time.
That wasn't worth it.
Wrangles.
Waypost sign in the middle of a well-groomed circle of grass.
Yep.
Groomed?
Groomed.
Is that a word?
Green?
What does that
Oh,
mean?
I don't know. I think it was supposed to be a
It looks
different
like
word.
Greemed.
Groomed.
Oh, right, because you don't close your... Okay.
Don't close the vowel.
4 different guide signs. One sign, yeah, we're not going to go into that. Yes, you guys did find a signpost, and you dug underneath, and you found a bag of beans.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Yes.
Fat Chocobo. Chocobo Chase, one of us.
Yes.
Din got Chocobo napped.
Also yes.
They want the egg hatch. Purple plumed. Draft Chocobo can seat 2 people when it matures.
Mm-hmm.
The color of your chocobo.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip this part because it says you have chocobos, but you don't.
We don't.
We did.
We
We did
did.
at that point until you ripped him from our.
We had chocobos
grips.
for a second.
Anti-tower feels bad, leeching life out of the earth. No live here, super dead, spur dead, spurdeed.
Spurdeed. You look spurdeed.
Spurdeed.
I'm pretty spurdeed.
Warning: go down the up staircase. And this looks like dentist left. I don't know if that's just a personal note or. But yeah, anyway, guys, that is Alicia's notes for last
Dentist.
episode.
Dent.
Is that the name of your chocobo?
Dentist left?
Your joke about was dentist?
Don't get lost.
Nope, that's 3 words.
No.
Guys, I don't believe in spacing between words.
She's very
I mean,
open.
that was pretty comprehensive for now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I feel like I remembered some of that
Dentist
stuff.
left.
get lost.
I
I
just
don't
left.
close my G's either, I guess.
She doesn't believe in closing
Because I
nothing.
didn't close it.
She's an open girl.
Anyway,
It's
so
more fun when things are open.
we're gonna. I know last episode we started with you guys going into the anti-tower, but we're gonna back it up a second just so there's some continuity. You all are traveling with Oraha, and if you would have mentioned that you were going to the anti-tower first instead of Baron, he is going to let you guys know he's really not interested in the anti-tower. He is a historian. The anti-tower might have some history, but it's not the history that he's looking for. So I will give the choice to you. If you guys would like him to wait outside of the anti-tower, he certainly would. Otherwise, he will probably wait for you outside of Baron.
Someone call him a little bitch for not going in.
Oh,
I feel like
you
he
can
does that.
watch the chocobos as I watch them run away. Oops.
Go wrangle some chocobos.
It's really up to you what you want to do.
I am just here for the fun, my dear, but like I said, I'm not interested in this tower.
Maybe if we don't come out in 2 days, leave because we're dead.
Morbid, but I can do that.
Is that really how long we're gonna be in there?
It just seems like if we don't come back out of a tower in 2 days, we're probably all dead.
I guess it depends on how tall the tower has gone.
It could go on forever. It could be infinite.
I feel like a better way to know if we're all dead is if Becky leaves without any of us.
What's that supposed to fucking mean?
You would leave us all for dead?
Becky wouldn't do that. I watched her save Din's life.
Okay. You know what? I'm getting a little fucking sick and tired of everyone's attitude about me, okay? Just because I have a past doesn't mean I'm some sort of bitch, okay? And thank you very much. I stand up for you people. And I do my best to defend you. And I know you didn't fucking see it, but I shot like 10 fucking flames at that piece of shit that was trying to possess you. So, excuse you for assuming that I would leave you for dead.
Milos, that was very rude. He saved Din's life. She saved Din's life once.
I should have done it a couple times, actually. She just caught me before.
Yeah.
I just
You should
looking
be
at
ashamed
Sting
of yourself.
and Asher, like,
It was a
what
joke.
did we say?
Yeah.
I was not intending you to actually think you were dead. Leave us for dead. I know you wouldn't. Joke. It was in poor taste.
Whatever. Let's just
Go
get
down.
this over with.
It is evening when you guys arrive, so if you did want to do any preparations before going in the tower...
Should we sleep before we go in so that we're fully rested and ready to go?
I mean, did you do anything today? We literally just wrote chocobos all
Yeah,
day.
but it's...
You rode bareback on a chocobo.
Yeah,
all
my
day.
thighs hurt.
Consent. Consent.
Yes.
Depending on how long we're in the tower,
It's a real fight.
Like-
Uh,
we'll have to rest eventually anyway. So it might benefit us to rest before going in so that we don't become exhausted walking around.
I agree with Becky.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
So are we gonna just sleep right in front of the front door? Just make camp right here?
I don't think I see anything around that looks dangerous, do we, PM?
It is
Just an
Dead.
inverted tower.
It is dead around this area, so Once you entered in within about 20 feet of the tower, there is a perfect circle of just dead life. There's no sounds of animals once you enter in. There's no breeze rustling through tree leaves, anything like that within this area.
Maybe we should back up 30 feet away from the tower so that we're not sleeping in the bad.
Bad. We want to be.
Yeah.
That's really smart, Ellie.
I made good choices.
Oh.
So you guys are gonna camp here tonight?
Yes.
What are you telling Oraha to do?
You want to stay with us tonight?
I certainly can. But if I were to meet you in Baron instead, I would probably leave tonight.
That doesn't matter to me. It's your life, man.
Well, if you wouldn't like me to stay here, I would prefer to make my way to Baron, just to maybe perhaps set up a base camp.
Oh, if you will come across a tree shrine to Garuda with a little house on top, that's where Mama lives. I'm sure she'd let you stay.
I will see. I might run across her, who knows?
If you don't, that's okay, but it's a safe place to stay.
Sure. So he will bid you all adieu and head north, northeast to the spot on the map that you would have shown him to be Baron.
We already pilfered that place, so it's not like he can get things we didn't already get.
Baron.
Unless he finds something that we missed.
We only did a little bit, right?
It's true.
Seemed like quite a large place, and we knew that we were coming back, so
It'll be fine.
I'm not concerned.
We do all have your tent, so you can certainly set it up and gather some firewood. You do hear a stream off into the distance to the west a little bit that you could probably manage to get some water from.
I can get some water.
All I'm saying is setting up camp is a quick and easy thing that we don't have to go into.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to find water pretty easily. If it wasn't super readily available.
Yeah, I think Becky will just dig into some of her books. She might flip through. So, okay, how far is this upside down tower from Baron?
It's 2 days from Baron.
Okay. I guess she might flip through her volumes and see if, like, there's any mention of this tower and, like, anything that the Baronites knew about it.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Yeah. Investigation, that's a 12.
So you skim through the tome, and there doesn't really seem to be any mention of the tower in Baron's time frame, at least.
Yeah.
So you guys have the evening. You can see who's going to cook, or if you all just chowing down on rations.
Asher's the best cook.
I cooked some steaks.
Yay!
Do we have any food left?
I don't know. I can't have steak.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Shouldn't?
I
You
can,
don't like to eat steak.
but I don't want it.
She needs some rabbit food.
I've got
Lettuce.
I have berries.
Druid craft herself up a head of lettuce.
Yeah.
There.
And
Or
carrots.
just
And I
get
chop it
berries.
up and make a chopped salad.
Oh.
Get some vinaigrette. Just toss it around.
Delicious.
Where are you getting that vinaigrette?
Druid craft.
Just gonna make all of the stuff to use to make it. And
She rifles around it when
A whole
Marquies.
olive branch to make the oil.
Yeah. I get some. I get some olives and I smash them.
No.
No. I reach into Marquies's component bag when he's not looking, and I pull out a jar of oil, cause I imagine he's got some olive oil in there for making things.
I assume you've got to rub that leather mask. Don't you
Yeah.
treat it with
Probably
olive
like
oil?
castor
That's-
oil or something.
I was like, that's not the right oil.
No, but I imagine that
oil.
some of his things have a component. I'm thinking alchemy, things would use oils and things like that.
But are they edible?
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
feel like olive oil.
roll for it.
is-
Yeah, why not? Let's have you roll a d20. We'll say
for olive oil.
above a 14 you managed to actually find some edible oil.
Once you accidentally grab
19.
the alcohol.
Oh.
Yeah, you managed to find a small vial of
Super rare,
yeah,
what is that, truffle oil?
truffle oil.
Like,
even
that
better.
he found, and he's like, oh, I can't wait to use this for this thing. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this.
Need this for this
And
for
I
the
take out,
elixirs.
a
You just
little,
go,
a little salt square that you would have in your rations, and I start shaving it in there, crunching it some, and then I toss it. And I'm like, salad.
So you're tossing your salad right in front of us?
Yeah.
Mhm.
right in front of my salad.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
I don't think that happened in the straight world yet.
No.
They all seem
And
very
then I'll
confused.
just try to sneak the vial back into his bag.
Make me slide a hand check
Oh, no.
against his passive perception.
Yeah, good luck.
Roll another 19.
15.
You see as Ellie is sliding a half empty vial.
No, it's all empty. I would have used all of it. It's
Oh.
a good salad. You said it was little. I would have used all of it.
She's like,
Fair enough. A full empty vial of
Something.
of something. Yeah, you know which vial this is.
It fell out of your bag. I'm just putting it back.
Don't lie to me.
It fell out of
Who
your bag.
taught you how to lie?
into my salad bowl.
You guys.
You need better influences in your life.
But I'm with you guys, and you're influencing
Yes, and
me.
that's the problem.
You can't steal from him anymore. He said no. Just don't want to find out next time. Okay. Marquise does an inventory of his bag. What the fuck's missing?
All right, so you guys back off about 30 feet, maybe a little bit more, to set up your camp. It's eerie this close to the tower. You are in nature, but you're so close to this barren earth next to you that it's a little unsettling. Is anybody setting up guard tonight?
I have a question about Dusty.
Sure.
Does he go away as soon as I go unconscious? I go to sleep?
Yes.
Or okay.
Yeah.
So, I can stay up with him for a while and just take at least one watch. Because we have 6 people, I guess we just take another watch. But
Yeah, you can take 3 watches if you wanted to do it that way.
Are you going to do a first watch, Milos?
yeah,
I'll do a watch with Milos. I have some stuff to talk to him about.
Okay. Second watch.
Did. Let's take a watch together. Okay. I'll read you. Oh no, I can't read to you. I'm sorry. I gotta finish my smart book. Oh.
So Din, all books are smart books.
But I can read that loud.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We can practice your letters.
So then it's Becky and Marquies for the last.
B&M.
I can't.
Guess it's just us for the last. watch.
Okay.
We're making out, you two.
Oh yes, I'm absolutely going to be going right in on that.
Becky is the new love interest of the new book.
Oh man.
We wake up and Marquies is just getting his
Smashing his mask against Becky's.
Becky's just licking the mask.
That's some harder, Daddy.
It's funny because in real life they're brothers.
Yeah.
So it's weird in that way too.
It's never been more awkward than to flirt with your brother on camera.
Yeah, roleplay that flirty sexiness.
Yeah.
I'll send that one to your grandma. She'll think this really is the devil.
Yeah.
You almost made me spit water over all.
Oh man.
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
All right, so the rest of you managed to find a spot in the tent to find a comfortable enough area to lay down and try to get some rest this evening. Milos, Asher, you guys have first watch. Go ahead and roll me perception checks.
That's not great. I think it's only like a 10.
Trace.
Yep, 10. 10's what I got.
Okie
You're
dokie.
having a really good talk.
Yeah.
Might be. Let's find out.
Where are we just sitting?
Yeah, I probably would mold earth like some stumps for us to sit on. They're nice and cushy. And I probably would be doing my communing, just like crisscross applesauce again, just like and as soon as you sit down next to me, I would like untuck and get out my bag and start like organizing my shit, getting ready for the next day's preparations.
Asher would probably sit down and just say, I just don't know a whole lot about magic, but we've been collecting different items, and are you familiar with this? And then he would take off the ring of spell snaring he has and show it to you and be like, have you ever seen anything like this?
Well, DM, have I ever seen anything like this?
Make me an Arcana check.
That's a 19.
So I mean, you haven't seen one, but upon further study of it, you understand it. So you have an idea of what it may be capable of, especially given the nature of the name. Other than that, the make looks like it probably was of Western make, so somewhere over on the West Coast, given the sheer lack of embellishments on the band itself.
Interesting. I've never seen something made from the West Coast before. This is rare. And I will look at like the notches I'm assuming that it would have from this storing of the spells. Is there anything currently stored in it? Would I be able to tell that?
I don't think I have anything in there. I don't think it came with anything, right?
There are 3 jewels on the band itself, and on closer inspection, it doesn't feel like there's any arcane magic present inside of it.
Okay. Well, it seems like there are 3 places to store spells. Perhaps of lower level, or perhaps a little bit more advanced. I can sure try, maybe a cantrip or something, see if I can just do it,
Yeah.
just to see if it works. So I will hold it in my hand and try and do a firebolt, and see if I can store a firebolt.
So I'm gonna look this one up in my. This keyboard has to be on for that to work. On your Arcana check, Milos, you would know that this ring, to use properly, would require attunement.
Attunement by me or attunement by the person casting the spell through it?
Just whoever's placing a spell into it, it would require attunement.
Oh.
Or
Okay.
it would require the attuned to catch the spell, basically.
Okay, so I could cast a spell at someone if they were attuned to it, and they could catch it in their ring. Okay.
Possibly.
Or I could potentially hit them.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know if catching it only works for offensive spells? Like I know, for example, like Polymorph is 4th level spell, so it probably would exceed the abilities of this thing. But like if I wanted to, I don't know, a 3rd level spell. If I wanted to do invisibility, like could I cast invisibility into the ring? Is that something I could do?
You're not really sure about the history of that. Without further experimentation, you wouldn't know if the attuned would need to like focus in on pulling the spell in, or if they would just have to be accepting of the spell. You're not really sure. Without further experimentation.
Well, we have a couple things we can try.
Okay.
Why don't you put it on and I will try not to hurt you.
Okay.
But just hold it up like
pretty strong.
Just like a shield.
Yeah.
I will try and cast Firebolt at you to see if you can try and catch it.
Okay.
Do I have to roll to hit, or is it a save on his part?
So first roll to hit, because I'm assuming you do not really want to get hit with a fireball,
I mean,
or do you?
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
Either way.
But I don't know. He probably he doesn't have a shield on, so he's probably if it hits, it hits. Like they're just playing around.
So you're just gonna accept.
Well, I guess roll to hit and see.
I mean, if you're just accepting of him throwing a firebolt at you, then
20.
he doesn't need to roll anything.
Oh, okay.
I rolled very well.
Oh, okay. My armor class is 21.
I rolled 26.
Oh, yeah. So it hits anyway. But yeah.
I like to think Asher in the last minute was like, wait, no.
There's a different. And they,
Regardless, seems like it's gonna hit.
yeah.
So, what is your spell save DC?
15.
15. I need you to roll a d20.
Okay.
Plus your int mod.
Intelligence mod?
Yep.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So yeah, as soon as you put your hands up, you're like, wait a second, maybe, because you see this firebolt coming at you from within
Close.
5-10 feet of you,
Yeah.
and you're kind of like, oh, wait a second, just kind of instinctually, you put your hands up, and all of a sudden that firebolt just,
Okay.
and one of the jewels lights up,
Oh.
because I believe firebolt is a cantrip, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
So then I will say, the jewel lit up.
Yeah.
Try and cast it at me. Try and hit me.
Well, I don't need to. I could just cast it into the distance, can I?
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm target practice. It's fine.
Okay. And I was like, I've never. This is different. And then he will Captain Planet the ring at him and
Yeah.
fire.
All right, go ahead and roll a d20 plus your hit mod.
19.
That will definitely hit Milos.
Sorry, Milos.
Yeah, I definitely will.
I believe Firebolt's D8.
If you're using my damage, it'd be 2d10.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, those are 12.
It's just a regular old. It'd just be a regular old base Firebolt for him. So, it is a D10.
Just 2010.
Oh, D10?
Yep.
Let's see if I can find a D10. Is that a 10?
Is it a 0?
It's a 0. I think that's a 10.
Yeah, that's 10.
Damn.
I rolled really well, sorry.
And then your imp mod's a
My intelligence modifier is a 3.
3. So you take 13 fire damage, Milos.
Oof.
That's a good spell.
shoot me
That must have been
and
like a
I
level 4 spell,
was not-
Milos.
I-
What spell was that? Fireball? I've always heard about Fireball. Becky talked about Fireball. That was
No.
strong.
Oh goodness. As you shoot that off, it like nicks my arm, and you can definitely see like some scorch marks. Like I have to like pat out my fur as it starts to catch on fire.
Milos, you see Dusty like gets up, like
Oh, shit.
he's immediately like ready to defend you.
Oh no,
We're gonna fight.
Dusty, you're fine. This
Does Magpie square up?
Hmm?
Magpie squares up like they were gonna fight?
Fucking bring it!
Yeah. Flexes the wings.
Dusty, you're fine. We're not in any danger. That was an impressive shot. I was not expecting. Fuck.
Sorry, man.
Uh,
I didn't know.
well,
I can see why you guys like
Becky.
magic so much.
yeah.
Becky pokes her head out of the tent flap with like the full like facial mask and like
Kind of mud face
cucumbers
mask.
over her eyes. Like, oh my god, will you two shut up? We're trying to sleep in here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But Becky only has one cucumber over her eye because Poppy's munching on the other one.
You're like, should have
Pop.
used those for my salad.
Poppy also pops.
The
her
reason
head
why Becky has cucumbers is because they're
From your salad.
leftovers from my
Yeah.
salad, yeah.
That's funny. Truffle oil all over her face.
up. Yeah.
It's good for your skin.
Okay, so knowing that offensive spells work, I will touch him. I will like rest my hand on his shoulder.
So
And-
when real quick, when you do fire off that firebolt, that particular gem does go dark.
Oh, damn. All the
That's what I
charges. Okay.
I will touch my hand to his shoulder and try and cast invisibility at level 2.
Okay. I'm
Cool.
supposing you're accepting this
Yeah, that
invisibility.
one. Yeah. Because at this point, I'm like, oh, sure. I know what you're doing.
There is a moment, Asher, where you feel the ring kind of not tighten, but definitely like buzz a little bit with power in your hand. A little static electricity in your finger, and you kind of have to make this decision as you feel the spell's power course through your shoulder, whether you want it to flow through your body or whether you want to shunt it down to the ring.
I'll put it in the ring. I want to see those gems light up.
Okay. So, Milos, you cast invisibility at level 2, and 2 of the stones that had not previously been lit up are now lit up.
So, what was that tingled?
I didn't know if you were going to turn invisible or if it was going to get stored, and it looks like it got stored. That's interesting.
Yeah. Magic's
So
crazy.
if you would like to test out this ring spell stored, it should make you invisible for an hour or so. As long as you don't do anything like too extraneous. You can like walk around. Have you ever been invisible before? Is that something
I don't think
you're
I have.
familiar with?
I mean, I feel like I've seen other people do it, but I've never been invisible.
Well, try it out for yourself. See
Would
what
have been
happens.
funny at the cubbyhole. Imagine we would have saw some weird stuff.
We saw weird stuff when we weren't invisible.
True. Well, I've had this for a while. I just have never been too busy to use it and mess around. Thanks.
I mean, would you like to test it out now, or do you want? I mean, I have more power to test these out with. I mean, we can try and store a fireball in there if you're up for it.
Well, I think I think it's only lasts for so long, right? Because like that one gem went dead, so like you don't feel like you can store it again, right?
You get
Like it
that
has to be
feeling
like a
like
24-hour or something like that. I think if we use this now, we're not going to be able to store anything else. I think it's full.
Oh, that's very possible.
So,
I mean, it is up to you. It is your item.
This might be fun in the tower. We'll see if it comes useful.
Just a warning, if you do use invisibility, make sure you're ready if you're going to attack anything.
Yeah.
It will immediately drop.
Okay, yeah. This is not greater invisibility, it's just invisibility. Yep.
Correct. Greater invisibility is a 4th level spell.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And it only lasts for a minute.
It does?
Versus, greater invisibility will last for a minute. It's supposed to be like used in combat versus invisibility is more for like stealthing.
Scouty.
But it's not meant to be used in combat.
Is it for stealthing?
Stealthing.
Okay.
Walk
Anyway.
like a stealther. That's cool. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge.
Anything I can do to make our team stronger is always a boon for me.
All this magic is new. Used to fire and steel.
True. There are unique things about magic, but I mean, you put things into other things. I don't know how that works.
To be honest, I don't either. That's new as well.
You put things.
I mean,
This is important.
yeah. Have you seen? Do you want to see my forge?
I would love to. I haven't had a chance to see it. I saw your mother's, but that was it.
It's different. I probably don't have time tonight. We have to finish our watch and then sleep.
Perhaps first thing in the morning?
Yeah. Perfect. Right after breakfast.
All right.
Perfect.
I did have one thing I wanted to ask him about.
Yeah.
7.
When I was incapacitated last battle, did something happen to me? Or there was a weird metal thing that like happened with Dusty, and I don't remember that being a thing. Does that sound familiar?
I don't know what Asher saw that. Because he was up in battle. Eric
No.
barely remembers. I don't think Asher would have saw.
Yeah, Asher was under arrow fire, so you would not have seen anything.
I don't know, that battle was so intense that surprise came out of nowhere. I just started slashing. I didn't see anything.
It is most odd, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. I just know I have to take an Allegan throne, I guess. This is news to me.
I don't know what that is.
But...
It sounds like alligator.
Yes.
There's not any around here.
Well,
Milos, like as you mentioned that, like your thigh starts to itch, like a bug like jumped up and bit you,
Oh. Jeez.
like the outside of your leg. And you
does
kind of,
it visibly look any different, or does it just itch?
well, I mean, as you're talking to Asher, you're just kind of like scratching it with your claws, just kind of absent-mindedly. And Asher, you see him like really start to go to town on the outside of his leg.
You have home alone, or
I
like
mean,
you?
I got bit by something. It's really fucking itchy though, and I'll like pull up my sarong and like really go to town on it, like do that thing where you rub behind a dog's ears and like kick my other leg.
Looks like that feels good.
You're not
really
sure how that feels
in
good
spot.
by the look of it, because there's this like dark metal growth
Oh,
on his leg.
can I see it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's about the size of his palm,
like
this
like
for
a big
you.
Because isn't it like a Rubik's cube, like a big cube?
It's not a cube anymore.
Oh.
It's like a plate, like growing along his leg.
Oh, I assume this is new.
Oh,
Is it- Like underneath the surface, like
It looks like it's growing along the surface.
like on him.
Yes.
Does it?
And it has these like blue and red, like neon blue and red lines that seem to be forming some kind of intricate pattern.
Does it look like you could pry it off? Is there like
You could certainly try.
'Cause I think I have a dagger. I have a crowbar. How long has that been there?
I've never seen that before. That's definitely new. Perhaps that's what's causing this weirdness. Dusty.
I'm going to send a quick picture in our chat so you guys can kind of see the pattern that is growing along his leg. It is not random by any means.
Oh
it is
shit, you got elegant.
intricate.
Oh.
I don't know what that
Okay.
means. That looks like something from Star Trek, I just have to say.
And we wouldn't recognize this in any way, correct?
Not that any of you have seen, no.
Not like a history check we could do.
No.
'Cause I'm smart.
You're definitely smart, and you've
But I
seen
rolled
metal,
11.
like, you touch it with, like, your dagger, and you're like...
so, like, because I have a Stormbreaker dagger. We should talk about what that is, but I don't remember what that is. It's in my inventory, though. Can I, like, tap it? It sounds like metal?
Yeah, it sounds like metal, but it doesn't ring like steel would. It's very, like, sound dampening, like...
Is it like more like a thud than a tink?
A little bit, yeah.
Is it a soft metal? Like, can I shave some of it off? Get a sample?
What implement are you using to do that?
That's a good question. Let's see what I got. Because I have a dagger. I got a lot of swords.
Just cut my leg off.
Yeah.
You just put this leather belt between your teeth while I just hack the whole leg off.
It'll be fine.
Milos will do
It grows back, right?
He's not a lizard.
I guess I would just probably try with the dagger because that seems like the most...
The Stormbreaker dagger?
Yeah, which I don't know what it is, but it's in my inventory.
Okay.
So I would just see if I could kind of like,
Shave.
shave something off or like nick something. Just see if anything would come off and like catch a sample to like
Mhm.
take to the forge to like fuck around with. Maybe Milos. Marquies would know what it is.
Yeah, so you managed to shave off a little bit of the kind of neon red looking steel, but when you're doing it, you really have to dig, and you like as you start like scraping. Milos, it hurts when he does this. Like,
Almost as strong as that firebolt I cast at you.
it feels like somebody is shaving off the top layer of your skin when this happens. It's not like somebody is messing with like if there was a piece of plate armor over your leg or something like that. It's not like that. Like once he actually starts to get shavings off of your leg, like it actually starts to like become uncomfortable and like it starts itching even more. But you do manage to get like a couple of small red neon shavings off.
Oh, I'll find a vial that probably contained truffle oil and
Sure.
put them in. Oh, Marquis leaving his potions everywhere. And just put it in there and be like, maybe we'll look at this tomorrow. That looked like it hurt. Did that hurt?
Yeah, like while you were doing it, I'm sure I was like growling under my breath, like gritting and bearing it. But
I can't tell
definitely
if you
not
like that or hurt. It hurts.
like
That's mixed signals
outwardly
sometimes.
hurting you, but definitely like you can like when you agitate anybody, right? Like you know what they're feeling without actually them having to say it. But I definitely that did not feel great.
Oh, sorry. It's metal. How does metal hurt you? You don't
I
recognize
have
that
no
symbol?
idea. That does not make sense. That I've never had metal in my body before, but I can't imagine that's a good thing.
No, metal outside, as my dad always said. Metal outside the body.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
that's
he
a
was
good
an armor,
saying.
so like, I think it was just a slogan he put on the shop. Put metal on the outside of your body. It seemed to work for pay the bills.
Yeah, I can't imagine you want anything metal inside your body.
There was some people that asked. He said no. He was a little. It was a line he didn't want to cross. The only metal that should go in your body is a sword. That should go in your enemy. It's a weird thing, I know. He's
Yeah,
like... I know, it's weird.
that is weird.
Yeah.
Perhaps I should cover this back up, and I'll pull my sarong down and like try not to itch it, but I'm sure it still itches
Yeah.
like a motherfucker.
You could put like... I have some like oven gloves for when I cook. You could put those on your paws. They might not fit. That impedes from itching. When I was younger and I had skin rashes, that's what Dad would do, so I couldn't itch.
He had
But-
chokeable.
Yeah.
Can you cast through oven mitts?
I will try and not destroy them with my claws,
Yeah.
but I will try and put them on, and like it's like O.J. Simpson trying to put the glove on. Like,
Oh,
it's
we
just-
must have quit.
yeah. It's just a little bit too small.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
It's a little bit more than a little bit
First time I ever
too.
said that.
All right.
I get like 4 fingers, or maybe just 3.
Wow.
It's tight fit.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow
Well,
we could look in the forge and see if we can figure out what this is if we have time, and maybe Marquies knows something. He reads a lot. He might
Yeah,
have seen
that's-
something. This might be something he's aware of.
That's a good idea. I'm tired. We should wake up the next group
Yeah.
to take their watch. I'm ready to get to bed.
Okay. Thanks for your help tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad I could be of assistance.
I'm glad I could hurt you. I mean, sorry.
So you head into the tent and wake up Ellie and Din, and Ellie kind of, 10 more minutes but then like you're like, no, wake up, Ellie. Ellie, put the phone down.
Phones don't exist in this world.
That's our smart book.
That's our. I'm reading.
Yeah.
That's my smart book.
Yep.
Ellie. Did somebody wake Ellie up? Because if Ellie's expected to wake herself up, it's not happening.
I'm assuming Milos already knows this and would probably be the one to wake you up.
Mhm.
Was there any dangers?
No, we didn't see or hear anything. I mean, Becky heard us having some experimentation out of the tent.
Was it like the kind of experimentation that they were having in the bear den place?
No, different, more magical, less. But as you see, like my burn mark on my arm and my, you can't see my leg, but I have oven mitts on my hand.
Those don't fit. Your thumbs are out.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I just thought you were really interested in Oraha, that's all.
I was, and still am, but he has his own journey, and I'm not going to impede that.
Okay. Where's the bear? Maul. Just like carry Din out.
Maul like grabs Din by the scruff of her leathers on her back and like drags her out of the tent. Kind of plops her down by the fire.
Are you awake now?
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna.
Maul gives you a big lick, like, up your face.
Okay, you two.
I was looking back.
No, you're gonna have fur. Okay, you two. Maul, Din. They've trusted us to keep watch again. So we have to watch. But I'm gonna read my book, so you guys have to extra watch. But I'll watch a little.
Okay.
Maul sits in a half circle, like, sleepy half circle for you to, like, lean up against
Perfect.
by the fire.
Okay, I think this is gonna go great. Let's go.
Awesome. since you were reading your book, you're going to make your perception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Din, I need a perception check from you.
It's so bad because my perception's good. Okay. I rolled an 18 and a 2, so that's 9 total.
Mine's also a 9.
Oh.
Okie dokie.
Mm-hmm. How many more hours do I get in my book?
Are you not interacting with Din at all?
Oh yeah, I am. I am going to interact with Din too, but I'm trying to read the book at the same time.
If you are, you'd probably be able to put away like 2 hours tonight.
Okay, so book equals 11. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now for Din. Okay. I pull out some parchment and some paper and I write A, big A, and little a in big letters. And I go, okay, now you trace them with this. No, like, okay, you call it however you want. Okay, I'm teaching her common.
Oh, hooked on common.
Yeah.
Hooked on common.
Let's go ahead and have you. We'll just have you make a regular wisdom check.
Me?
Yeah.
13?
13? Okay.
I don't add my proficiency, right?
No,
Okay.
just doing a straight check here.
13.
So, Din, you managed to get a few letters in tonight. Maybe even some really short words like dog or
Din.
din.
I can spell my name.
Yay!
It's got a backwards N and everything, so.
It's good.
Yep.
Din's like, I'm so smart in Draconic.
In home country, I am brain surgeon.
Duke?
Oh, we're supposed to be watching.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's been very quiet. Yeah. It's perfect. I'm gonna go wake up somebody.
I'm done already?
I don't know. Do you want to learn more letters? I'm gonna tell you a story. Okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So Marquies saved this person. He wasn't trying to save somebody, okay? He was trying to solve a murder, but it was a serial murder. And he caught the person right as they were about to stab the next victim.
Is this in a book?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's great. Well, it's interesting because the book is about a different story, but they referenced that incident in this one. Because I think the person that he was looking for in this one was related to the first serial person. Very interesting. He's a superhero.
We're so lucky to have him.
I know! He's so cool! He's like the heroes of old that in the book that I'm supposed to be reading, but I'm not!
But I'm not.
But it's okay. It's fine. I'll get to it. I've got 6 more books to read. Well, actually, I'm on book 3 now, so I've got 4 more books to read. No, there's only 6 books. I got 3 more books to read after this one, but I also have to read my smart book that I was reading tonight.
This would be a great audible.
And then I'll get to the book about the dead people.
Oh, I had time to listen to audible.
Yep, right? I could listen while we're traveling.
Yeah.
Ellie just walks into a tree.
Marquies, you awaken. Your ears are like kind of itching a little bit. They're ringing a little bit. And do a little bit of a sneeze.
Into the mask.
Nope.
Did you hear that?
Ugh, so
Right.
moist in there.
Right.
It might be a monster.
Oh, we should look at it.
Okay. I reach into my bag and I pull out a little knife. Let's go get it. Poppy? Let's go get it.
I love all the animals.
Poppy like looks up at you sleepily and then like yawns and then like curls back against Maul.
They like each other.
I think it's just you and me.
Okay. I wander away from the camp.
Which direction?
I don't know.
Roll me a d6.
Fell on my backpack. Hi.
Okie dokie. Din, are you following?
Yeah, there's something out there.
Okie dokie.
Kitty,
Uh,
be very quiet.
Marquies, it's oddly quiet out in the campfire area. Real quiet. Like, you're pretty sure that Ellie and Din were supposed to be on watch, and you're pretty confident that they're not exactly quiet.
Very quiet.
I'm gonna take a peek out the tent.
As you like start to get up from your bedroll, you do hear a rustling of leaves, and then it sounds like something hits the ground near the campfire.
Okay. Near the campfire. What is it?
You do know Becky's supposed to be on watch with you, so I will, if you would like to awaken Becky. It's up to you.
Well, I'll take the peek first.
Okay. So, as you're peeking outside of the tent, the earth that Milos had molded up is there's somebody like sitting at the base of it, some dark figure, but also like you see Maul and Poppy like sleeping next to the fire.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming I don't recognize this figure.
Not in this light.
Okay. I'll wake up Becky then.
What's going on?
Well, it seems the two intrepid adventurers have disappeared themselves.
Bitches.
Also, there's someone
Yeah.
outside.
I get up, wipe my face off with the towel, because, I have my mask on. And,
You could have been the two masked watchers.
no. Anyway, he gets up and looks out to see what Marquies is talking about.
Yeah, you had seen Milos mold up some like roughshod bench-ish seats. This figure is sitting on the ground with their back to the roughshod seats. So like literally like sitting on the ground.
I release dancing lights so that it illuminates the entire campsite.
The figure you now see is robed, so you can't see them from this position, as it's the roughshod seat's kind of with its back to the tent opening. So you do see it as a figure that is like robed in dark robes.
I prepare a firebolt ready in my hand, and I say, "Whoever you are, turn around real slow."
As I see her preparing the firebolt, I'm aiming my gun.
Which gun?
Oh, well, I haven't had time to look at the new one or do anything with that, so just the first one.
Okay. You see, well, no. Marquies, you hear what sounds like labored breathing. Like, almost a bubbly, raspy breathing coming from the direction of this individual. And you kind of, like, peek out the tent a little bit, and you now see that this individual's arms are, like, on top of their stomach. And they kind of... Good to see you too, Becky.
It's Joker.
He turns his face, and his mask now facing you. You do recognize this as Joker. There is much blood covering his mask.
I'll quelch the fire and I'll keep the burning lights up so that, or the dancing lights, so we can see better. But what the fuck happened to you?
And he's like rasping for breath at this point, and he says, "Try to go after Ace, finish him off. Bit off more than I could chew."
Yeah, bit off
Yeah,
about half your
understatement.
abdomen.
Are you guys going out of the tent? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marquies, go ahead and make me a medicine check.
13.
13. He's bleeding rather profusely. It looks like he's tried to like rip off a portion of the robe near his feet and like try to staunch the bleeding. But just looking at the blood that's coming from this wound, you see that it's probably pretty deep.
Can you do anything for him, Marquise?
He removes his hand for you as he looks up at you, Marquies, and you see now that there is a very deep gash in his stomach, and along that deep gash, it looks like torn flesh. Not so much clean like a blade, but like serrated, like a saw blade. Or teeth. You're not really sure which one.
Yeah, I can certainly try to see what I can do here.
How bad's it look, Doc?
You're going to die.
Welcome to death.
Well, you'd be the one to talk me through it, wouldn't you?
I do have a little experience. Okay. Do you know if there was any poison or venom, some sort of toxin in any of this?
There was a little bit of Marlboro toxin, I would say.
Just shouldn't smoke.
Okay. Well, the good news is I've had a little bit of experience with those. I'll give him an antidote, which I can use at a cantrip level.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not getting any of my quick cast, so he's going to have to wait a few extra seconds. And you
don't want to quick cast and turn everyone into mammoths?
I'm sure Becky would love to be a mammoth again.
I guess I have a lesser. I thought I had. I don't want to give him an elixir.
I just imagine Marquies is sitting here like, this one's really expensive. I don't want to use this one.
No. Just rummaging through back.
Nope.
Stroking the
The beak.
No, I don't think so. Oh, I forgot I had that one.
While he's doing that, ladies that have wandered away from the camp, specifically Ellie, since you're leading the charge, why don't you go ahead and make me a nature check?
I am one with nature. 11.
You continue to wander after the direction where you
I
thought.
swear I heard something make a noise that sounded like.
I believe you.
Let's get it.
All right, you go deeper into the woods. Marquies?
I can't see in the dark.
Uh,
Perfect.
yeah, I can.
I do have dark vision. I can see fine, but
Only out to a range.
I can give him a high potion.
We're not going to make him tell us that.
Okay. He gonna die.
Go and die.
Move the body.
Okay, so I heal him for 12.
12? Yeah, I mean, it's probably not going to immediately seal the wound, but you figure it's a start. The antidotes is definitely helping. You figure maybe with a good medicine check, though, you might be able to, and your supplies, you'd probably be able to at least do a better job of dressing the wound so it can heal naturally than he has done.
No, I just don't know. This will help a little bit, but there's certainly other ways we could go about helping this. You won't like them. You won't like all of them.
As you dump the high potion into the wound, and it just kind of starts to sizzle and like fizz up, and like hydrogen peroxide. He's like, "Well, any way you can help, I guess."
I look at the fire.
oh, oh no!
And he like
And I put my dagger in the fire.
he like looks around like wide-eyed and like grabs a branch and like puts it between his teeth and looks at Becky and is like, "Hold my hand, dear."
Becky's gained like nom flashback.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Becky's like looking at what Marquies is doing has just kind of gone a little catatonic. She knows what's happening.
All right. As you heat the dagger up, well and good. You
Yeah, and I give him on the count of 3, and as soon as I say 1, I just smash it in there.
all right? Go ahead and make me a medicine check.
I do not get to 3.
He just stabs him and does like 20 damage.
Yeah. Oh, that was the sharp end. My bad.
Oh, you're supposed to go to this way, not that
Flat
way.
of the
I
blade,
got
not
confused.
okay.
Well, the hole's cauterized. You're fine. Oh, that's good though. Medicine?
Yep.
Oh, that'd be dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, he just. And you guys finally hear this coming from like you're back the direction you came.
They're at the camp! And he starts running that way.
You turn around and you finally see like lights dancing around your camp.
Oh no! I run up to the camp with my knife out. I'm gonna save you! Wait.
You see now as Marquies is like
Oh, look, the back.
got a hot dagger to
Hot dagger.
hot dagger. That's the name of the episode.
Hot dagger.
Hot dagger to Joker's stomach. Joker out of nowhere, but you also look and you see Becky is just like gone in her vision. She is somewhere else.
Oh. Becky. Hi, Joker.
He just kind of like screams at you through a branch that he's biting down on.
Right. I just go up to him and hand him a good berry. Actually, I hand him all 10.
He just looks at you as, like, his flesh is sizzling. Finally, like, Marquies lets off of it as he's got a good cauterize in the right places, and you just see Joker just, like, thump, and he, like, passes out.
Oh. He'll eat them later. Becky, are you okay?
I think, like, subconsciously she starts, like, reaching over her shoulder and touching her back. And
Oh,
I think she feels the top of her wing, and she kind of shakes out of it, and, like, yeah, I'm here. I'm fine.
if anyone does
Joker.
that to you again, I'll bite their fingers off. Don't worry.
Okay. Calm down.
Well,
Where the
I
hell are
won't
you
do it
two?
because I don't eat meat, but I'll have Maul do it. Maul, if anyone tries to hurt Becky, eat them.
And he just yawns.
We can collect their teeth too.
We'll collect their teeth.
Okay. I'm traveling with psychopaths.
Marquies, I slap him. Look what you did to Becky.
Look what I did to Joker.
He's fine. You scared
Exactly.
Becky. Look what you did. Say
He
you're sorry.
wasn't fine.
Say you're sorry.
I did what I had to.
Say you're sorry.
Ellie, it's fine. It's fine. Just drop it.
No
Where
apologies
the hell
are
were you
important.
two?
Yes, actually.
What? Oh,
Becky brings up a
we
fantastic
heard a
point.
noise in the woods, so we went to investigate. And then we heard screaming here, so we ran back.
Did you find what you were looking for in the woods?
No. It's still out there. Be cautious. It was a big, loud noise. It sounded like... I don't know what it is. Like air pressure or something.
What's that?
A wind gust. Angry wind gust. Or something.
Right. No, that doesn't make any sense.
It sounded dangerous.
It sounded dangerous to you.
Yeah.
What you described sounded like a sneeze. You know, all animals do that, right?
It sounded menacing. A menacing sneeze.
I think you've been reading those books a little too much.
I'm not even reading your books anymore. I'm reading the smart book.
I wasn't listening to her.
Didn't know. Hey, show Marquies what you learned how to do.
I can spell my name.
You couldn't before?
Not in common.
Wait. Hold on, what?
I learned 3 letters. I can do it
And,
now.
and also, I guess, simultaneously, you learned how to read that word. Because you also can't read.
Okay, this... Look, let's start with the noise. I think there's nothing out there.
Okay. Maybe
Just-
we heard Joker sneeze.
Sure, you heard Joker sneeze. Just go to sleep. Becky and I will do
Yeah.
our watch.
Yeah,
And
it's almost dawn anyway, so go to
I'll
sleep. We'll
put
take
my
our watch.
arms under Joker's unconscious shoulders and scoot him into the tent. And then put him in a blankie.
Put him next to Wall.
Put him next to Maul so he stays warm. Give him a little folded... Poppy, be his pillow.
Poppy, like, lays on top of his head instead.
Don't smell... Leave his nose out, at least.
She moves her tail.
Perfect. Now he'll be...
I
Now
saved him just to die.
Now he'll be cozy when he wakes up. And then I go to sleep.
Alright, so, the actual watch. Why don't I have... That's
Sorry,
the sound!
That's the sound when Belly pops out. That's the sound I heard!
Oh my god, you sneezed and I thought it was in the woods.
I told you it's deceptive.
Becky and Marquies, why don't I have you make me perception checks?
Yeah. Oh, that's not great.
Dirty 20.
I only had a lot of it.
Somebody is attentive tonight. So,
Yeah.
Basically just Becky.
I made her alert.
So yeah. You... Seems like everything is okay in the surrounding areas. You do have some time to kill before it's time to wake the rest of the group.
Is Marquies working on any of his alchemy?
Oh yeah, I'm probably just doing my usual, trying to work on some new stuff, studying. I have several things here that I want to study, but we have been far too busy.
Becky probably gets bored and like scoots next to Marquies and is like, "What you working on?"
Well, I've been thinking of different ways that I might be able to help us, so I'm trying to study some of these different strange things we've come across.
Like what?
Well, I figure if we ever have to encounter the mist again, it might be good to know how to make sure that a certain someone doesn't try and eat our faces off. So if I
Valid
encounter
point.
them,
At least
We
he
could.
is.
also have some of this powder that is good for identifying items. It works kind of like that identify spell. And if I
Yeah.
could replicate this, I figure something like that would be quite useful.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Other
You
than
want to
that,
know what I'm working on?
world domination? No.
I've been over this with Milos.
What is it?
Okay, fine. Don't twist my arm. But it is really cool. Okay, so I pull out her dark black book that you see her pull out occasionally, and it's like, you probably guess it's like her main spell book, but she flips it open and it just looks like abyssal nonsense, and she's like, okay, so I've been working up to it. It's called Ultima, and it is so cool. Like, it takes a spell and just makes it like the best version of the spell. It is so awesome.
You mean like, believe I've heard various spellcasters refer to them as levels? So you're saying this would be like casting it at a 9th level, I believe is what they say?
Well, kind of like that, but it's more like if I cast it at like 1st level or 9th level, like it's the best version of that spell at that level.
Yeah.
Like, it just purifies it and makes your mana like it like filters it into just raw power. That's so cool.
Do you speak or read Infernal, Marquies?
Infernal? No.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm slowly figuring it out because like when I first opened the book, like it made no sense, but like if you just keep on reading it over and over, pretty soon things just start jumping out.
As soon as you say jumping out, Becky, you hear something not trying to hide itself, walking behind the trees in the general direction that you're looking at. And you see as Becky, all of a sudden, like, her gaze goes from the book to, like, the forest in front of her. You see a pair of yellow feline eyes walking from the darkness into the campfire. And you see a black feline with a white tuft of fur, a little bit of white on its face. You recognize the crown on its tail. This is Case, the messenger for your Voidpack Lord. And it very purposefully walks up to the campfire, sitting on the opposite side of you, and speaks to you telepathically, Becky. And it says, a shard of our Lord is here. It's time for you to reclaim it.
Yeah. I know. I saw like a vision earlier. I'm on it.
He's watching you.
Yeah, I know. Alright, he like spoke to me the other night. We're cool.
And it kind of like gets up and stretches and then heads back towards the shadows and says, don't disappoint him. I'll be watching you as well. And almost
Whatever
like
gets you off.
almost like a mist, Marquies, you see this cat disappear into the shadows in the forest.
What was that?
Oh, him? Don't worry about
Why not?
it. He's just this annoying brown noser. He just... Think of him more like a bill collector. Okay, like...
Why is a cat bill collecting you?
Because I had to borrow this book from someone, and so, you know, he's just reminding me that I'm supposed to, like, you know, pay my library fees. That's all.
Alright, keep your secrets.
I'm the one with the entry ring.
Becky, you're looking for kind of a way to change this conversation, and you look down and you see a new handgun that Marquies has, and it's very intricate handgun, very odd shaped barrels on it, some runes etched into it as well.
Oh, that's a really neat new toy you got there.
Yes, I haven't been able to really study it much. But
Oh,
we got
you
it
need
from,
me to cast anything on it?
like, what?
You need to, like, identify, or you want me to, like, read those runes?
Well, I suppose an identify wouldn't hurt. I haven't had time to look much into it.
Okay, awesome. And I like scoot it over in front of me, and I'll ritually cast my identify.
All right. Roll me a d20. Plus your int mod.
That's 21.
21. As you're nearing the end of this ritual casting of Identify, you're used to whatever items that you are casting Identify on to give up their secrets, to give you all of the information. You have to fight this one. It doesn't want to give up everything that it knows. It's almost like the item is holding something back. But it does give you a name, and it also gives you its uses. You come up with the name, the Gillionaire's Gamble. And you are drawn to the 3 barrels that are, or the 3 barrels that are on the cylinder itself. And you look, and these would be perfect for a coin to be inserted into. And that's kind of where it stops giving you information. Almost like it's fighting you.
Based on that, I figure if this is like sentient in some way.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
It is 18.
You hear this voice enter in your head, and it says, "Hey, babe, not everything's for free."
Oh my god.
I see. So Marquies, I think what you have here is an absolute fucking pig.
What?
It calls itself the Gillionaire's Gamble, and I think it's sentient, so maybe be careful with it. Also, apparently, it uses coins for ammunition, so otherwise, it won't tell me what it does.
That's new. The gun itself spoke to you.
Yes, it just sent a message to my head, and it was very misogynistic.
Okay, then. I'll put it away for now, then. It seems Becky is uncomfortable with this.
All right.
I'm uncomfortable with this.
That's just an Alysia thing,
I
though.
hate sentient weapons. So creepy.
Sentient weapons are great.
Right? I think they're
My weapon
amazing.
to talk to me. That's not nice.
All right.
Sentient hat. I do.
So yeah, anything else you guys want to do before it's time to wake the others?
Probably just keep on reading my book.
All right. Dawn comes, and the rest of you are awoken by your party members. You break out a breakfast of some sorts, and pack up your gear, pack up the tent, face the tower doors. Read the inscription one more time. Take in its warning. The doors themselves await you to the antetower.
Joker leave. Yeah, I was gonna ask, what happened to Joker?
Joker is still asleep.
Are we just gonna leave him out there?
Oh yeah, I fucked him up good. He'll be there for a while.
Just out.
I don't know why I don't know
Just
where
out
that came
in the
from.
woods. We could just leave him out in the woods.
Do we just toss a blanket on him? Like, and lean him against the tower?
She, burritoed him.
Yeah, I'll swaddle him in a blanket like a baby, and then put him up against the tower in a safe space.
We'll
Okay.
okay. around the tower, so
Yeah.
just stick him around there.
And
Yeah.
I'll leave a note pinned to him. Joker, we went in the tower. Good luck, bye.
All right.
I know 2 of those letters.
What are we called? The Light Warriors.
The Light Warriors. All right. The Bright Lights.
The Bright Lights.
Dash. while we're making breakfast, before we go in, I will ask Asher if he was still planning on using his workshop.
If we have time, I don't want to slow anyone down.
Yeah, you'd have time.
Would we? Is there like a wall that we could use? Or do
You
we have to use
could
the,
use.
like the castle or whatever, or the tower. What is that?
You
seems
just
scary.
need a flat, or you need a solid vertical surface. So you could either possibly find a tree, or you could use the side of the anti-tower.
The anti-tower scares me.
Yeah,
Using that, like that, like
go in.
yeah, I just feel like that seems a little like mismatchy. So he'd look around for like something he thinks that would work. You know, a tree would work. Is there a tree around that would work that's wide enough?
Go ahead and make me an investigation check. Milos will be helping you too, so go ahead and roll with advantage.
I'll roll with the prettiest one. Investigation.
Unless, of course, I'm assuming that unless Milos doesn't want to help.
Well, I rolled a natural 20, so that's a 23.
Yeah, you find a nice large oak that you think would do just fine to barely fit Milos if you focus and make the door big enough.
He's big.
Yeah, Milos is a pretty big cat.
Big kitty cat. I will try this big oak.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't make it to Halloween Town.
So you place your key into the oak, and it forms the door, and as you are forming the door, you have every intention that you would like Milos to join you. And the door opens, and it forms even to a larger degree to perhaps fit Milos. And you step through.
Yeah. Does Milos kind of pull Milos in, like if he's touching me?
Yeah, so you grab Milos's hand and you pull him inside.
Oh, other than itself comes off
Yep.
and I'll grab the rail hand.
There we go.
Oh, sorry.
Ellie, you again see.
That's some bullshit.
I imagine Ellie tries to wait a second, wait for me, and she hits the door again.
No, Ellie's not that dumb. She's not gonna do it twice.
Not happening again.
She's just mad now.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Milos is inside your workshop now.
So consent.
Always
Yeah.
consent.
Yeah, always consent.
Milos,
Unless
you're...
it's not important to you, then it's not important. But that's also it being important that it's not important. It's a real thing.
That sounds like
It's an aurora borealis.
Yeah.
Of consent.
So, Milos, you're now seeing inside of Asher's workshop for the very first time. Much different than his mother's, as his mother's was very arcane focused. There were shelves of reagents, shelves of books, but the table remains very similar. Otherwise, there is a number of forge-like machinery here, very reminiscent to when you did see Asher's family forge. There's the billows in the back where metal could be worked, heated, treated. Also a number of different machines in here that you've never really seen before at any forge. But you also see a window in one of the side walls, and it looks like it's about 10, 11 in the morning in this area, because there is a bright light shining on the inside, and you hear the sounds of the city, the hustle and bustle of a marketplace, but also the faint sounds of hammer on anvil. And you look outside and you see a large man, human, in a drenched tunic, hammering away at a piece of metal at the anvil.
I saw Asher's dad before, right? So I would recognize this as not Asher's dad.
I
correct?
don't think you've seen Asher's dad.
I don't know if we ever made it to the forge.
I
No.
don't think we did.
Okay, so then I would say, oh, is that your dad out there?
I don't know if I've ever looked in the window. Have I?
You did the
Okay.
last time you were here.
I've only had one drink tonight, so I don't remember.
The last time you looked, though,
was it my grandfather?
Mhm. No, your grandfather was in this
yeah,
space.
I feel like I remember interacting with him.
But the last time you were here, you didn't have to look out that window to know who it was. You knew the rhythm
Oh, okay.
of that hammer.
Okay.
You know.
I know
who's
that
out
pound
there.
in.
You know that pounding.
I know that pound in. So it is my father.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's my dad. Did you guys not? You didn't get to meet him, did you?
No,
You're too busy tripping kids.
We left a little too fast, but
Yeah.
he seems like he's good at his job, from what I can tell.
He's the best in the city.
Well, what did you all work on first? I have some rudimentary knowledge about assisting in Machina, when Ludimir and I would tinker with stuff.
Say that again.
I know, it's not everyone's favorite word, but I have some experience at least. I don't know how much help I will be. But,
You might bring a different perspective than I know.
Yes, a
Two heads
magical
are better than
perspective.
one.
Yeah.
So I will open the sample out of the vial and be like, oh, it's got a bunch of oil on it. Like, it's tasty. This would be good with eggs and some chives. And I would put it. I assume he would have some sort of crucible or a small thing, and see if he put it in there. And I kind of wanted to see if I could heat it up and see if it interacts with heat, or what other things we can do to see if we can get it to melt. Just kind of how it acts when we do shit to it.
Yeah, sure. So you put it in a small crucible,
Yeah.
stick it in the forge fires, and pump or you probably have Milos pump the bellows. He's a large strapping lad as
Yeah.
well.
You can work here part time if you want. I always need a helper. And look at Magpie. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell, man?
I'm glad I can be of assistance as I'm pumping away.
Yeah.
But
Kupo, motherfucker.
yeah,
The sassiest little Mog.
does the head wiggle. But yeah, you hold the crucible in for what would be normal for, say, a piece of steel.
Yeah.
You pull it out, and the crucible is red hot, but the metal inside has not melted.
No change.
Mm-mm.
Did you feel anything? It felt like when I took the sample, it hurt. You didn't feel that though, right?
Did I feel? Okay. No, it's...
Okay, that's good. So that part's not connected to you anymore.
Thankfully. I feel like it would have hurt like a bitch.
Probably. Just like that firebolt I cast. I'm really good at magic.
Thankfully, my shoulder healed throughout the night,
Good.
so...
I don't know of anything else. We could just probably show this to Marquies and see if he's aware of it. He might have read something. Ellie's reading that book now. She's supposed to be smart. I don't know. Maybe she knows something. It's not druidy, but
No, Marquise might be the best bet. Did you have anything else you wanted to do in your
I
forge?
did. Alright.
Before we
Have a
head
list.
in for the day?
This is so I'm going to undo everything I think I did last time.
Okay.
I have to figure out a better solution. I might have messaged you and tried to figure out the best way to track all this stuff. But so I think last time we were there, I made that +2 materia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take that out of the chainmail. So I have to use the machine, right?
Not to remove
Okay,
materia.
We'll remove that. And I'm going to put it into. I have a 2-slotted shield, so I'll use the machine to put it into the shield, right?
Well, it's a table, but yeah.
Whatever.
Yep.
They're machines to me, Josh.
Sure.
They're all machines. They're all
Okay.
boxes and machines.
Sure.
You imagine how I just want to do things.
Okay.
Okay. So that I need to roll, and that's my wisdom.
You don't have to roll anything
Oh.
for inserting.
Oh,
But
usually I have to buy him dinner first.
yeah, Milos, as you're watching, so Asher doesn't really get to see all of this from the angle that you're getting, and it's probably just simple work to him. But as you're stepped back from the altar here, you feel your mane kind of like stand on end because not in alertness, but like from the raw energy in this room. And you look now and you see these green lines of energy start to crawl along the floor and work its way up the legs of this table, along the divoted runes that are marked up the sides, and then along the grooves that are cut in on the table. And you see now as Asher begins to channel this green energy, he himself starts to glow with the green energy and places it right into the spot where a materia could go. And you just hear this kind of like suction, and you see that as the green energy kind of seals around it.
I thought you said you weren't magical.
I'm not. I'm just a smith that can break down items.
This seems pretty magical to me. Did you not see that? And I will, like, point. I'm assuming the green is gone by now.
Make me a perception check.
Oh. Oh, that's bad. That's like a 5.
There is something in the corner of your eye behind Asher, but it's gone like a wisp of smoke.
Did you not see all the green energy that surrounded the table when you were putting the materia in? I mean, that was some pretty heavy magic. I could feel it in my bones.
Oh, I don't think he noticed. I assume he's just
working.
Just focused on that.
I think you're more magical than you realize.
I don't know. I just swing swords and make swords. I'm starting to make magic things, but I'm just like breaking down magic to make other magic. It's just, like alchemy.
That's magic to me. I can create a firebolt. That's magic. I feel like it's just a different form of magic.
Well, watch this, and then he's gonna take out. I have a curved blade. I think it's just a basic blade.
Mm-hmm.
I will put it in the machine to create slotted weapons.
Okay.
I will roll for that.
Yep.
That
D20 plus your strength plus your int.
Yeah. Which I think is. It's a +7. I rolled a natural 1.
Ooh.
So that has never happened before in here.
The Kupo
But
can help
I
you,
could
right?
roll with advantage.
Yep.
Because I don't think I'm going to do anything else.
Magpie could give you a reroll.
He just like shakes his head, like flies down and like helps me.
Yeah, kind of straightens the blade.
That's
back
a
in.
natural 20.
All right.
So that's a 27.
Way to go, Magpie.
So Magpie flies down as you
Sorry,
press.
Theo.
I need to make a magpie.
You
You
see.
need to make a
I
magpie?
need to make a magpie.
Oh yeah. Oh, you should.
Yeah.
You see Milos as Asher places this curved blade in this pressed piece of equipment, and he suddenly stamps down a little too quick, and there's this kind of for your big cat ears, there's this screech of metal on metal as the sword kind of comes up bended, and it kind of ingrates in your head, and Magpie's Kupo, and he comes down and puts the blade back in a better position, and then takes your hand and puts it on top and helps you out.
Oh, there's a little groove it's got to go into first. It's got a
Kupo.
little niche. So a couple. It's like that time you're trying to show off to your friends. You're like, yeah, I just got this new car, and you get a speeding ticket.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the 27, this curved blade now has 3 slots.
We don't even have enough materia to put in these slots.
Sluts.
Yes.
3 slots in this blade.
How do we get materia again?
I have to break down magic items.
Things. Okay. Well, we just need to go on a raid.
Hopefully in this fucking tower
Yeah.
we're gonna find a loot thing.
Milos, you again watch as the green energy flows through the floor into this machine, again surrounding Asher. Make me another perception check.
See if this one's any better. I mean, still under 10. It's like a 9, I think.
There's something there you can't quite see, but again, it's gone like a wisp of smoke.
Not wanting to distract him, I will wait until he is done with it. And I will try and, if it's still there when he's done, I will try and like point it out quick. But if it's not, I will try and recreate it with prestidigitation and see if I can like do something similar and see if it sparks something in him. Because it doesn't mean anything to me, right? Like I'm sure I've never seen anything like this. So
No, and like you can't create with prestidigitation. You can't create the image, but you can create the wisp of smoke.
Right.
Pretty easily. And one thing you do notice before you do that is that it looks like the sun in the window is getting closer to going down. At this point, it's almost dusk.
Oh, can I look outside? Is
Sure.
the door open to the outside?
Well, there's a window.
No,
Or-
I mean like the back, the way we came. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You peek out the door real quick and you look, and everybody's kind of sitting at the camp, like just waiting, preparing.
And it's like early morning there. And
Yeah.
It's obviously like dusk in this thing. I'm like,
Yep.
huh. Okay, cool. Looks like the sun's going down.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
that mean?
That shows me how much energy is left in the room. So it's
Oh.
like morning, lunch, like evening. Every time I use a device, it uses a chunk of time.
That makes sense. I'm sure this thing is pretty powerful, but it has its limits, as do we all.
True.
Do you recognize this? And I will try and, if I can use minor illusion to help too, I will do that as well. But I'm gonna.
Yeah, minor illusion might be a better bet if you want to recreate the image.
Yeah, I'll try that.
I guess my question: did we ever see
I'm
my
trying to
mom
show him what I
do
saw.
this?
What little of what I saw.
We never
Does this
saw
make any
her
sense,
do
or
anything,
does
right?
it sound familiar?
Is that? I think that would be the only thing I would recognize is if she had done it.
Yeah, no. But he, you see as Milos conjures this image of this kind of wisp of fog, and you, like, in that same space, like, working the forge, but make me a perception check.
19.
Within this wisp of smoke, it seems like there is a bodily figure, like with their arm on your shoulder. But it's just a wisp of smoke, so you can't tell any details.
Creepy.
The spoopy goes.
Ooh. I don't reckon it's just a figure like
Like a smoke wisp, yep. In a humanoid kind of form.
not like a distinct humanoid,
Just like a distinctly humanoid form, but not a distinct humanoid.
form.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't think I've ever seen this before. I don't just. That's bizarre.
Well, I mean, it happens every time you use any of your tables or whatnot. So maybe see it next time. I don't know how much
Guess I'm just
precision
always
you need, but
so
it might be something to
focused.
keep an eye out for.
We still have one charge left in this room, Masher.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I have anything else to like. I have a couple things that I could make into like materia, but I'm afraid that I'm gonna roll poorly and destroy them. Do you wear any armor or anything like that, or use any like that you wanna like?
I mean, I am not good with wearing armor.
I didn't feel like you were.
Cloak is probably the best I can do.
Yeah.
Anything more than that, and it's gonna really weigh me down.
Yeah.
If you.
I imagine you can't. There's limits of what you can slot, right? Like, could you have a slotted cloak?
You don't know. You haven't tried.
I don't know.
I
I'm trying to think of what I have in my.
I do have a cloak of displacement that I currently have on, but
You're using
prefer
it.
not. I am using it, yes.
Yeah. So and you use it. So like, because I would explain that like I could make materia of displacement, whatever that does.
Right.
But I don't think that would help anyone. Because what does displacement do?
It basically gives
Gives you
anyone attacking me
disadvantage.
disadvantage until they hit me.
I'm not sure.
I'm assuming it would just, you could potentially have a blade of displacement to make it harder to hit you. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm currently using it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's nice. It's a nice cloak. But
That's a nice
I mean,
That's
you could destroy this deck of many things if you would like.
Yeah, let's put that in there and see what happens. Blows
certainly
up
can.
world. Yeah, let me just pull out a card and
The
put it in here.
entirety of existence just.
Yeah.
This is how the world ends, not with a bang.
Right.
Nice.
So I'm just going through my.
But with the
Let's see here. Because I have Dawnbreaker. I have that ring. And I have a
So-
Swordbreaker dagger, which I don't remember. I didn't put like a customized thing in here at one point, so I'm not sure what that does.
It gives you a +1 to your
Attack.
AC when you're wielding it offhanded.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
Which I can't use because I have a shield.
I mean,
At this point in my life.
Wait, it gives you a +2 AC?
mm-hmm.
Uh,
I mean, I can use daggers. I don't
Oh,
usually get in melee.
do you want to
but
just use this dagger? I could just. We're trying to like. You want this dagger? I don't use it. Do
I
you
mean,
use it to this dagger?
I will take it if you're not using it.
Yeah, I clearly am not.
guess.
It's buried in my inventory. I didn't know what it was. Yeah, take it as a. Test it out in the club, or just in the clubhouse, like hanging out,
Yeah,
giving each other gifts.
sure.
Okay.
boys club, no girls allowed.
Yeah.
Right.
It does require attunement.
Oh, I don't know if you have
I
space.
don't have attunement spots left. I would have. Well, I'm not currently using my pocket watch. I'm currently.
Well,
because
you can take it. You can equip it later if you need to. I'm not using it.
Yeah. Okay, I will add it to my inventory.
Perfect. I will take it out of my inventory. I'm not using it.
Yep, it's
Is
a
it?
blade. It's not made,
Okay.
but you can add a blade breaker dagger. Offhanded gives you +1 AC.
The only other thing I have is like crossbows, which like would be cool to put like slots in there for dim. Because you use crossbows, don't you? No, you just did it.
Bow.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to actually break down. I'm afraid the stuff that I have, I'm too afraid to crush. So we can go outside.
Yeah. Unless you wanted to do anything else, you still have 1 charge left.
We're good. Don't have to use all the charges.
Okay.
So while they're working in the workshop,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's kind of around waiting for them to finish up, Becky would rummage around in her bag a little bit, and till she finds a little purple orb, and she's going to wrap that up in a rag. You can't see it, and pull that out, and she's going to saunter over to the open doorway, like she's just curious what's going on in there.
Sure.
And when the two are turned around and not looking, she's, while clutching this orb in one hand, she's going to try and push against the door with the other to see if there's a reaction.
So the only time the door was open was when you saw Milos like peek outside of it. So it's
Okay.
it's not open by any means, but Milos did crack it open to like quick peek outside. But otherwise it's closed.
Okay. So there's like no doorknob, or it's not just.
There is a
wide
doorknob, and you can certainly try it, but yeah, as even with the orb in your hand, even as you like twist the doorknob, nothing happens.
Yeah. Just thought I'd test it.
Sure.
And and like with the doorknob, is there like a keyhole where he stuck his key in?
Oh, there is. Yep.
Okay. Is like the key still in it? Or
No. Nope. He
Okay.
took that with him inside.
Can she peek through the keyhole?
I mean, you can look through the keyhole, but as you do, it's just like an infinite void of darkness.
Very interesting. Becky will look bored and just saunter back to the group and put her little treasure away.
Okay. Yeah, and as you're wandering back to camp, these guys pop out, and you see as Asher turns around and places the key back into the door, and you hear a lock click, and the door disappears, and he picks the key back up and places it back into his belongings. And Ellie and Din are swaddling Joker up in a blanket and leaving him like against the wall to the doors to the ante-tower with a note pinned to the blankets.
Have him have the blanket up around his head too.
Sure.
so
He's completely swaddled.
Yeah.
You'll be safe here.
Is there anything else anybody wanted to do before you went into the tower?
Do I need to commune again in order to get Dusty?
You would, yep.
Okay, I will do that quick.
Okay.
And summon him.
Did you want to ask your question?
What's the most dangerous thing in the anti-tower?
Holds up a mirror. It's just you.
You see as Dusty looks towards the tower, and he gives you this unknowing look, like he doesn't know what's beyond the tower or what's inside.
Okay. Well, that was very helpful. I appreciate the look, Dusty. We'll try again some other time.
Okay. So guys, that episode ran a little longer than we had anticipated, so we're actually going to be cutting up this episode into 2. So, make sure you guys tune in next Friday for the conclusion to this episode, where the Warriors of Lights will attempt to enter the Ante-Tower. We'll see you next week.